another vlog coming at you. As you can see, and if you watched last video that I posted, I managed to get all the carpeting and everything in the car vacuumed out. Mainly all the dirt that was in the car is vacuumed out. There's no longer any more dirt. Maybe a few spots here and there. But we are left with all the staining like over in there. That's one big stain. It kind of wraps around. There's a big line that goes across. So here's a big stain. Now I do have some stain remover stuff, but there's so much staining and the carpet's just dirty all around. So the goal that I want to do, and before I even get into that, I will show you the stain removers that I did use. And so basically this video is going to be along the lines of, you just stained your carpet, or you have stains in your carpet or in the upholstery or whatever in your car, and you want to know how to get it out. I'm going to show you how to get it out. Basically, this spot right here, and I'm sure it shows up on the camera. Yeah, it shows up really well. This line right here was what I used the stain remover on. And also that spot right there, I also used the stain remover on. And this was one big stain, as you can see. So obviously it works. It's not just like a thing they put in the store that doesn't work like many other things. So I'll show you the two different things I used for that. And both of them work relatively well. The first one is this Blue Magic carpet and stain spot lifter. I used that on the other side, but this is the stuff that I was using where I just showed you guys the line and the circle, and it does come with a little bristle brush thing on the top of the cap. So that works really well. But what I'm going to be doing today with the car is I have a shampooer there, which is for just kind of a general shampooer, like if you're gonna shampoo your carpets in your house, whatever. It has this, basically it's a pet stain tool or whatever, now that I have it covered in grass. But basically I'm gonna use this and I'm gonna put solution and everything in it, and I'm gonna shampoo the entire, all the carpeting in the car. Now it might not remove some of the stains, but I have that stain remover, and a good friend of mine told me about a simple green trick, so we might give that a shot too and just see whether or not how well that works, if I can't get it with everything else. And it might be a little easier than the stain remover, I'm not sure. So that's also an option, but I'm gonna get this all prepped, get everything ready to go, and we get rolling with getting the stains out of there, because I really want to have the carpet looking clean, and if I can get it pretty much mint inside, I'll be happy. So we'll get this all filled up and get to it. So as you can see, the shampooing is complete, and it took out a lot. I mean, when I dumped out some of that water, it was pretty much like chocolate milk. So the carpet was definitely very dirty. There was definitely a lot of stains and everything. And it's not 100% yet. It's not to where it should be, but it's really close, especially over here where we had all that staining going on over back along the corner and everything here. It pretty much took care of almost all of that. So basically there's a couple little spots and everything here and there. But basically what I'm gonna do now is let the car air out, just let the carpet dry for right now. And then if I have to come back again and shampoo, I'll shampoo over everything again. And then I'll go from that to doing any of the stain removal that I need to do, and go from there to get rid of any of those tough stains, stubborn stains, stains that are left behind, anything like that. So we'll let this dry, let it air out, and then go from there and check out and see what we need to do. All right, so I let the carpet sit for probably pretty much till it dried. So, and I let it go for probably a day or two, and we got rain and stuff, so it definitely had time to dry and everything. So I really wanted to show you guys basically how clean this actually got. And there's a couple things that blew in from the wind the other day, but if you remember that big stain that was right there, that is no longer there. As you can see, it really got most of the surface area of the carpet really nice. There's a couple spots up here that still need a little bit of attention, but the majority of this carpet is really clean, and it is a lot better than it was, which is freaking awesome. So that is gonna be another thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over everything one more time with the shampooer, and then hopefully I can get all the stains out. If I have to use stain remover, I will. So moving over to the dog right here, when you get a stain right there, right? Yeah. Anyway, so since I am gonna be getting new floor mats, I just kind of want to do a little demonstration here on how to remove stubborn stains or anything. And the reason I know this works is because I have made a mistake before. If you don't know, I race motocross, and I carry a bunch of tools and everything with me a lot. And I spilled oil somehow in my old truck, not the current one I have. And it left a really nasty big brown stain and was pretty bad. So would you get out of here? And anyway, so it left a really bad stain. So what I ended up using was this stain and spot lifter. Oh, she's going after a rabbit. Anyway, so I ended up using this stuff and just sprayed it all over the stain and let it sit for like maybe 30 seconds to a minute, and then just kind of dabbed it up and sponged it up with some water and everything. And you would have never guessed that I ever would have spilled anything there. I mean, it took it right away. So as you can see, this kind of darker spot there, that's oil that I intentionally spilled on this rug. It's real slimy and everything. You can kind of see it on my fingers. So basically, you can kind of see it there. So I'm just gonna shake some of this stuff up, and I also, which I'm gonna do another demonstration of that, but basically I'm gonna just take this Sharpie and I'm just gonna draw a line. I'm just gonna color this in right here. Now this is, it says right on there, permanent marker. So permanent in my book means it's once it's used, it's never coming off, stuff like that. So I'll just take a little bit of this stuff, spray it on there, make sure the Sharpie's dry, which it is, it's on carpet. I'm gonna take this other stuff also, and I'm gonna spray it right over that. Let that sit, soak in a little. You didn't get it, did you? Failed. Sad day, she's ignoring me. She doesn't even want to admit that she failed. All right, so basically, after you let that sit for a little bit, you want to take, I just use some paper towels, maybe. So just take like a handful of paper towels and then just kind of dab it up And I mean, you can see it's already starting to come up. And it's the same thing in the car. I was doing that at a lot of the different spots. And same thing with that Sharpie. We'll take a new towel for this and just start dabbing it. Now keep in mind, I did have a big mark there. I colored it in. Just dabbing and not rubbing. I mean, look at that. It's already bringing it up. And this is bringing up permanent marker, which isn't, in my book, supposed to come up. Now, in something like that case where I literally colored in the spot, it might take a couple times till you can get it all out. But you can already see the carpets. I mean, yeah, it's still dark and everything around there, but it's definitely coming up. You can see the carpet starting to like whiten out right there where I did originally color it. So it is taking it away, obviously right there. And this line actually extended all the way up to here, and I only sprayed it once. And it's just matching the other stain that was there. So really, this stuff is really good. It works really well. And again, it is the Blue Magic Carpet Stain and Spot Lifter is the stuff that I have used. And this is the stuff that I use as well, which is Lifter 1 Carpet Stain and Spot Remover. This works really well too. Either one of those work really well. And I do suggest, and I will tell you right on the can, to spray a little spot for like the color fast and everything to see if it'll fade anything and stuff like that. So that is basically, and I highly doubt anybody's gonna like just color on their rugs, but kids and stuff like that. So it will come up eventually. It's like I said, this is only one time, so you're gonna have to go over it a few more times. I mean, if I take a paper towel over that again, it's still gonna be pulling the black up. So it's gonna take a little bit to get it up, but the biggest thing is I wanna get this car clean. I wanna get it to where I can start putting the interior back together, making room in my shed. Then this is one less thing that I have to worry about later, and I can continue to progress with the motor, which I'm hoping to get some more parts ordered very soon to get started with that. So if you guys have any questions about anything in this video, or anything you want to see, any questions on the car, the truck, anything, be sure to let it in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe for sure, and share the video. And if you enjoyed what you saw, give it a thumbs up.